Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I realized today it's been 1 year since we started the World is Watching at Home concert series, so I wanted to pop on here and watch a few videos with you if anyone's into doing that. So I thought we'd go through each episode and maybe play one of my favorites, but there's so many, it's impossible to choose. So I definitely encourage for you to go check out the series and see for yourself. But for now, let's check out something from our first episode, which was back in March when everything here in BC had just started to lock down and people were starting to do performances from their living rooms and kitchens. So I wanted to find a way to do that as well. And we decided on a bit of a pre-recorded format so we could mix and get the best quality possible. So anyways, this is from the first show, which was 1 year ago today, the opening song, World is Watching.
You could make a killing if your jacket were too tight. If you got rid of those spectacles and built some bridges with your body, no, it wouldn't take much. You could be the diamond of the show if you just see those extra pounds spread around in some hair removal cream. Oh no, it wouldn't be tough. Half the time you look like a waste of time, falling fast. Half the time you look like a little girl going far, and the world is watching you. Oh, 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 oh. And the world is watching you. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You could make a killing. You could make a killing. You could make a killing. Oh, you could be a winner if you changed around some things. A small injection, type perfection. Could this be the new infection? No, it wouldn't be tough. Half the time you look like a waste of time, falling fast. Half the time you look like a little girl going far, and the world is watching you. And the world is watching you. Yeah. But what's the point in life, she says, to build a bridge to show the world who you are, what you do if there ain't nobody watching you. Whoa,
Awesome. So that was the first one. We were filming during the day and quickly realized we needed to zhuzh things up a bit. So we got some new lights, and I mean, from the beginning, my friend Tara in Berlin, along with Dawn, were helping a lot with videos. My boyfriend Cale here at home, but we wanted to start to bring in all sorts of different guests. So for the second episode, we got some new lights. We started recording at nighttime, which of course drove the neighbors crazy, but the quality was a lot nicer. So I want to show a highlight from the second episode, the first one where my buddy Brad Pedwell came in and he played one of his originals, Out of Nowhere, which is a beautiful, beautiful song. So this is from our second episode of World is Watching, Pedwell with Out of Nowhere.
Play this song for you now, Out of Nowhere. If a cannonball of days are wasted, I probably never would have made it so far. If I'm shining at the world for ages, by blaming every little thing on the stars. All this time I've been beating my chest, I forgot to acknowledge I'm blessed. Then it hit me, yeah, it hit me, out of nowhere. Then it hit me, yeah, it hit me, out of nowhere. When I think that I'm not resented, and how I learned to know regret has no end. Then if I focus in on how I'm blasted, it makes me feel okay with who I am. And all this time I've been taping my gloves, trying to escape but surrounded by love. Then it hit me, yeah, it hit me, out of nowhere. Then it hit me, yeah, it hit me, out of nowhere. I know I am loved, I am blessed, still I know I can't take it all back. I know that this must be addressed, that I'm ready to do this again. Then it hit me, it hit me, it hit me, then it hit me, it hit me, it hit me, then it hit me, yeah, it hit me, out of nowhere. Then it hit me, then it hit me, out of nowhere. Then it hit me, then it hit me, out of nowhere. Oh, then it hit me, then it hit me, then it hit me, it hit me, oh, it hit me, yeah, it hit me, out of nowhere.
I love that song. I love it so much. Thank you, Pedwell. He's amazing, and he started doing a lot of his own streaming during the lockdown as well, with his own show, A Different Kind of Hero. So, I mean, at this point, we were all trying to figure out how to stream things nicely and edit video, and my friends Tara and Don were a huge help with that. So, hi, Tara and Don. I know you're watching from Berlin. The other one who was wonderful is my boyfriend, Cale. I was really lucky that he was around during all this time, because I'm getting old and I don't understand how to work all this technology. So he's setting up cameras and ordering lights and all sorts of stuff. So by the third show, this was now a couple weeks into all being stuck at home and not know what's going on, right? We're all fighting for toilet paper, but we were watching a lot of Netflix. And you might remember that at the time, we were all obsessed with the Tiger King. So Cale and I did a really fun song, and I wore some leopard print. He likes Britney Spears, and I liked Joe Exotic.
So we have Cale back again this week. We're so excited.
Hey guys.
How have you been doing with all this self-isolation?
I'm great. My hair is growing like weed, so that's great.
Fabulous. Well, I was really excited because the last show we actually got to see before we all got stuck at home was you performing this song we're going to do, except it was as someone else.
Yes, I was performing in drag for my fundraiser, for my organization. It was a fundraiser for my organization, and I found this version by Postmodern Jukebox, which is pretty interesting to do. And yeah, I had a great time doing it.
All right, well, let's give it a try.
Okay. Oopsie. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I think I did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends. Oh baby, it might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious. Cause to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. I play with your heart, got lost in a game. Oh baby, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, then I'm sent from above. I'm not that, ooh. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You see, my problem is this: I dream in the way, wishing that heroes that truly exist. I cried watching the days. Could you see I'm a fool in so many ways? Cause to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. I play with your heart, got lost in a game. Oh baby, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, then I'm sent from above. I'm not that, play with your heart, got lost in the game. Ooh baby, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, then I'm sent from above. I'm not that, yeah, yeah, oops, I did it again. I play with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh baby, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, then I'm sent from above. I'm not that innocent. Ooh, so you think I'm in love, then I'm sent from above. I'm not that, yeah, yeah. Oops, I did it again to your heart. Got lost in this game, oh baby. Oops, you think that I'm sent from above. Sent from above. Sent from above. I'm not that.
That was really fun. That was a really fun one. Thank you, Cale. So we're now getting 4 weeks into it, and more people had been watching the show, and we had more people wanting to perform. And the 4th episode was a really fun one. there were some things that were starting to happen. This week, John Prine died of COVID, actually, and so we did a beautiful John Prine tribute at the end of the show, and we started doing some Lady Gaga songs, which kind of continued throughout the rest of the series. We did a lot of Lady Gaga songs. But the first one was with my friend Vicky Sjohall, who's an amazing musician here from Vancouver, and we did A Million Reasons. So for the highlight of the 4th episode, I want to show you A Million Reasons by Vicky Sjohall.
Oh, Vicky, should we sing some Gaga for the nice people of the internet?
Yes, I put on a glitter dress and a little faux fur jacket just because of this song.
You're giving me a million reasons to let you go. You're giving me a million reasons to quit the show. You're giving me a million reasons, about a million reasons, giving me a million reasons, about a million reasons. If I had a highway, I would run for the hills. If you could find a driveway, I'd forever be still. But you're giving me a million reasons, about a million reasons, giving me a million reasons, about a million reasons. I bow down to pray, trying to make the world seem better. Lord, show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away. Baby, I just need one good one to stay.
It's stuck in a cycle, I look up and I stare. It's like that I stop breathing but completely aware. Cause you're giving me a million reasons, about a million reasons,
Giving me a million reasons.
oh, a million reasons. And if you say something that you might even mean, it's hard to even fathom which part I should believe. Cause you're
Giving me a million reasons.
about a million reasons,
Giving me a million reasons. I bow down to pray, trying to make the world seem better. Lord, show me the way, cut through all this worn out leather. I got 100 million reasons to walk away. Baby, I just need one good one to stay. Baby, I'm bleeding, bleeding, stay. Can't you give me what I needed, needed? Every heartbreak makes it hard to keep the faith. Baby, I just need one good one, good one, good one, good one, good one. I bow down to pray, trying to make the world seem better. Lord, show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away. But baby, I just need one good one, good one. Tell me that you'll be that good one, good one. Baby, I just need one good one to stay.
Oh, I love it. The world is watching.
Mwah! Mwah! It's wonderful to see Vicky again. She's so amazing. I used to follow her band around when I was a teenager and watch her play. I was always really inspired, and it was so cool to do these songs with her throughout this. So, yeah, by the 5th episode, we all mostly been at home for about a month, and Cale and I were getting pretty good at doing some of these recordings, but something really sad happened this week. Was our good friend Casey Wallace passed away, and it was a shock, and it was very upsetting because we're all at home, and she'd been watching the show with us, and she used to sing with me a lot back at Numbers Cabaret when we would do shows there. She was there every week, and a song that we used to sing was Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. So for this episode, we did a little tribute to Casey, where we got a few friends together to sing Hallelujah for her. So that's the highlight we're going to show from the 5th show, which was April 20th. And I mean, aside from being a nice tribute and gave us a chance to do something for our friend, it was also the first time we tried to clip together these many performers. So I think it's a pretty good one. So this is Hallelujah for Casey.
was a time when you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do ya? But I remember when you'd sing it through, that holy dove would sing through you, and every breath you drew was hallelujah.
me the God above. But all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's unbroken hallelujah.
That was so lovely. Thank you. Tara C. Taylor, Jenn Buchanan, James Graham. Really, really nice. Thank you for doing that song with me. So I remember after that episode, we had a great episode, but it was pretty sad, heavy week. And so Pedwell said to me, you got to do the next one, like high energy, all like fun songs. And so episode 6 wound up being our most watched episode for a very long time, and it was a really good one. It's the first time we brought drag queens into it, so we had the amazing Carlotta Girl and Mina Mercury, and we also had a very sexy performance from the one and only Samantha Mack. We had a rap, we did all sorts of fun stuff, but the highlight I wanted to show from that episode was me and Mina Mercury performing Queen together. It was one of my favorite parts of the whole show. Mina Mercury as Freddie Mercury, lip syncing to Don't Stop Me Now.
Tonight I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. Stopping me, burning through the sky, yeah, 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of the light, I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time, I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now if you wanna have a good time. Give me a call, don't stop me, I'm having a good time. Don't stop me, having a good time. Don't wanna stop at all. I'm a rocket ship on my way to Mars on a collision course. I'm a satellite, I'm out of control, I'm a sex machine ready to reload. Like an atom bomb, I'm gonna explode. Burning through the sky, yeah, 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Traveling at the speed of light, I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now, I'm having such a good time, I'm having a ball. Don't da da. Don't stop me now. Thank you, Mina.
Mina Mercury. That was wonderful. I really enjoyed doing that with you. Yeah, so our 6th episode was a lot of fun. You can go watch the whole thing on my YouTube channel later. But for now, you have to imagine at this time, it's starting to get like dark later and later every night, right? And we were enjoying recording at nighttime, but we're getting to the point where it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And we're making a lot of noise recording these songs. So the neighbors are really starting to get annoyed, and it was getting more and more challenging to put out an episode in a week because we had more guests, we had more editing to do. And so basically I needed a break. So the 7th episode we recorded during the day. It gave a lot more flexibility for time. While we were working on the 8th episode, which at this point we decided was going to be the final one. And a couple interesting things happened during the 7th episode. My dad was quite sick, and he was in a full care facility. We weren't able to visit him as much, so he'd been watching the shows, which was really nice. And we asked him, Dad, what song do you want to hear? And he requested the Christmas song that I did with Tara C. Taylor. Even though it wasn't Christmas time, we did that song on this episode. It was a lot of fun. And my uncle, my dad's brother, Pat Presidente from Campbell River, did a song with me as well, one of his originals that was really cool. You can watch those on the episode, but the highlight I want to show from the 7th episode was one of my very favorites. My neighbor, Neil Ryan, who also lives in my building, wanted to do a song with me, and we chose Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. And it was a beautiful performance. So here is Neil Ryan doing Landslide.
I'd like to introduce you all to my friend and my neighbor, Mr. Neil Ryan. He's performing all the way from beautiful Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
I should have trimmed this part out. Sorry about that. It will start, I promise.
And hope you guys enjoy it. I took my love and I took it down. Climbed the mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills till the landslide roared down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the season of my life? Oh no, I don't know. Oh no, I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. Well, time makes you older, even children get older. I'm getting older too. So take my love and take it down. Climb a mountain and I turn around.
Oh, Neil, that was wonderful. Neil's been back a couple times on the show to do songs, and he's so very good. And he actually lives just a couple floors down in my building, but we've never performed together. We've just done things virtually so far, because that's the way you have to do it. At this point, we're getting close to May, I think. Hold on, when was the last episode? Our 8th episode was... Oh my goodness, I'm sorry everyone. I gotta get this right. We gotta get the facts straight. It was May 11th. So at this point, things were starting to open back up, at least here in BC. And we decided this would be the last episode, kind of keep the series to when we were locked down. We had the time and the energy to do this, and also the crowd was enjoying watching it, because most people were either working from home or not working. So the 8th episode was a really interesting one. We tried to cram in as much as possible. We had so many different types of musicians. We had Andrew Day come do like a striptease punk rock version of Common People. Teshawna Sihata made her first like full-on music video for the show. We did a few songs with the band, with Brad, Mikey, and Ian all together, which is a lot of editing and mixing, but they turned out really nicely, I think. And also this week was when my dad did pass away. And it was a tough week for all of us, for my family. We did get to go see him and say goodbye, and that was something very comforting for us. So if you do want to go back and watch the 8th episode, we do a lovely tribute at the end. And I don't think we're going to show that clip today. We're going to keep to the fun stuff, but it was a really nice way to say goodbye to my dad, since we weren't able to get together in person. So it was a nice end to the show, and a nice way to say goodbye to Dad. But for now, the highlight I want to show you from the 8th episode, one of my favorites with the band, was Leather and Love. A song is written with Tara C. Taylor, of course. It's our song. We did kind of a rock version with the band. So we did 2 versions on this show. Tara C. Taylor and I did a Berlin darkroom dance mix, and then the band and I did our rockin' version. So going to show you some Tara pretty quick, but for now, this is me and Mikey, Ian, and Brad doing Leather and Love.
Hey boys, do you want to know the rules? Tonight we're gonna break them. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Came across some unfamiliar faces. Walked down every hall, thought I'd seen it all. Suit me up, it's time to face this. I feel a gift sent from above. I feel leather, leather and love. I feel passion in your push and shove. I feel leather, leather, leather and
You're
love.
my master, I'm your slave. With me if I misbehave. So much more than shades of gray. This is how we like to play.
leather and
Every night I'm on their porch, begging, pleading you for more. So much more than shades of gray. This is how we like to play.
Okay, everyone. It's been 8 weeks. You better know the rules by now.
Wash your hands.
Don't you know the rules? Rule 1. Rule 2. Rule 3. Rule 4. Rule 5. Rule 6. Never feed the bear. Folsom Street Fair, yeah. You're gonna meet a lot of savage people there. Putting me on a leash, walking me down the streets. Let them watch, let them stare. I feel a gift sent from above. I feel leather and love. I feel passion in your pushing shove. I feel leather and
You're my master, I'm your slave. With me if I misbehave. So much more than shades of gray. This is how we like to play.
leather and love. It's 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 leather and love. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Mikey. So Mikey, you just got a new electric drum kit, I know. So, I mean, I wish we had this during the lockdown, but that's okay. You know, we're going to use it. We're going to do more. You're the best drummer in the whole wide world, I think. And Brad and Ian are fabulous too. Even though Ian didn't technically play the bass in that performance, he can play it. And that's what matters, right? So anyways, that was our 8th episode. And after that, we kind of left it for a little while. Here in Vancouver, anyways, things were starting to open up. And there was a lot of hesitation and a lot of anxiety as many of us, myself included, went back to work in person and started to deal with the public again and see people. And it was an interesting time. I got very busy back with my day job, and so did a lot of other people. But there were still some people working from home, and they wanted more. They wanted more of The World Is Watching. So we decided we'd keep doing it, but not on a regular weekly basis, a little more sporadically, special events and occasions. So almost 2 months after the 8th episode, we announced a Canada Day special. And this was a really fun idea. I think it was Tara's idea, but all the artists we had involved got to pick a Canadian artist to cover. So we'd either do an original song or a Canadian artist, and we had so many good ones. Brad Pedwell wrote an original tribute to Justin Trudeau, Quarantine Justin. Check that one out. It's fabulous. We had Matty doing Sarah McLachlan. We had Vicky Sjohall doing Alanis Morissette. Teshawna did The Weeknd. Cale did a beautiful version of Joni Mitchell, A Case of You. Scott Hastings was there doing Carly Rae Jepsen. We did Neil Young, Buffy St. Marie. What else is on here? Jenn Buchanan did the Arcade Fire. So check out this show. It was really fun. One of the best parts about the show was, since I was back at work and I work in this big hotel that has several different restaurants, we had a stuffed Canada goose kicking around, and I asked if I could borrow it for the show. So we had the whole room here decorated with Canadian flags and all this fun stuff, and a big, beautiful Canada goose sitting there. His name is Terry. He was looking out for the whole show. And the most fun part about Terry was walking him home from the hotel. It was quite a sight to see, just coming out of a pandemic, and you see someone wandering around with a big stuffed Canada goose down a back alley in the west end of Vancouver. Just, these are the things you see. So many highlights from this show. It was one of my favorites to do. We also recorded it during the day because now it's like getting dark at like 10 o'clock. So it just made sense, and it was a lot of fun. But the highlight I'm going to show you today is my dear friend Tara C. Taylor. She wanted to do a tribute to Gord Downie and the Tragically Hip. And so we did a beautiful version of Ahead by a Century. I love this song, and I love Tara's arrangement of it. So here it is, Ahead by a Century, Tara C. Taylor.
Hey, Matthew. Happy Canada Day.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, Vancouver. Happy Canada Day. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing so good. It's so nice to be able to celebrate music with you guys. You're all so talented.
I'm really happy to be a part of your Canada Day celebration. Thank you so much for having me, Matthew. I miss you a bunch. I wish I had a Caesar to go with today.
Me too, but you know, at least we have a Canadian goose.
And this song is a beautiful cover by the Tragically Hip. It's Ahead by a Century.
Oh, yes. Rest in peace, Gordon.
First we climb a tree, and maybe then we'll talk, or say it silently, and listen to our thoughts, illusions of someday, casting a golden light, no dress rehearsal, this is our life. And that's where the hornet stung me, and I had a feverish dream for revenge in town. Tonight we'll smoke them out. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century. You are ahead by a century.
I stare at the morning shroud, and then the day began. I lifted your cloud, you tilted my hand. Rain falls in real time, and rain fell in through the night. No dress rehearsals, but this is our life. That's when the whole
Happy Canada Day.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Tara, that was so good. I absolutely loved doing that song with you. What an amazing, amazing performance. So you guys, I've got a few more shows to go through here, but if anybody has any requests that they want to see in this highlight reel for our 1 year anniversary of World is Watching, please do let me know in the chat. But I'm going to play a couple more. At this point, we waited a few more months, and it was Pride in Vancouver. Woo! And everybody loves a Pride show. We did divas, we did mashups. We really embraced the mashups in this episode. Pretty much every song was a mashup of something. One of my favorites was with Pedwell doing Lady Gaga Born This Way into Taking Care of Business. With Cale and his alter ego Wanting Moa, we did a beautiful Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, Rain on Me mashup into Stupid Love, and that one was really nice. We also did a Kylie Minogue mashup where we did like a bunch of her songs, and Cale did the Nick Cave part of Where the Wild Roses Grow in drag, so it was really nice. I wanted to show you a highlight from my girl Teshawna, who, by the way, last night sang the anthem with the Canucks. Way to go, Teshawna! That was amazing, and I think you're going to be, like, doing this more regular. Like, you should be the new girl for this. You were amazing. But we did a mashup during the Pride show that was really fun. Where is it here? We did Holiday and Milkshake, and I don't have it queued up, so forgive me if this takes a hot minute. Oh, there she is.
Hey, Teshawna, how you doing? Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I am fabulous and ready to go.
Nice. So what's your favorite part about Pride?
I mean, it's always the parties, but also the ability to just be who you are.
Yeah, and for me, it's always felt like a celebration, you know, and this year is no different, even though things have gone virtual and everything's a little bit different. It's still time to celebrate.
Totally. Let's do this.
It's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I can teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I can teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn right, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I can teach you, but I'd have to charge. If we took a holiday.
Thank you, Teshawna. Thank you so much. Teshawna, awesome. That was so good. And Teshawna has done so many amazing performances over the course of this World is Watching show. It's great. I mean, now would be a good time to remind everyone that I've been doing a new show, which is why I want to practice this live stuff more, because our new show, More Keys, is actually live. We're recording it from here in my apartment and bringing in other guests live virtually. We can do requests, we can sing and perform live, and Cale is behind the scenes helping me with the whole thing, thank God. So our first episode, we had Katz from Portland, Oregon. And this coming Monday, we have Tara C. Taylor all the way from Berlin. And since the show is at 8 p.m. my time, it's going to be 5 a.m. for her and Dawn. So good for you guys for getting up and doing that. I'm very, very impressed. The week after that, we have Teshawna herself is going to be in, and we have some really fun songs planned for you, and I'm really excited to chat with her. And the show after that, Cale is going to be the guest, and we'll be here live doing songs. It'll be amazing. And there's some nice guests lined up after that. That is on the Unicorns Live platform, so if you haven't signed up already, talk to me. I'll tell you all how to do it. Our next show for World is Watching, it was already getting past the summer, and I spent a long time on the next one, which was the MP40 show. It was my 40th birthday. Usually for my birthday, I like to do a big live show with all my friends, but obviously this year we couldn't. So we did one online, and the coolest thing was that all the musicians picked one of my songs and did their own interpretation of it. Please go watch that episode. It was one of my favorites. It was the only World is Watching episode where we did all original songs, no covers. And, well, I mean, the others were covering my songs, but it was kind of cool. We stuck to that theme, and it was a lot of fun. I don't actually have a highlight to show you from that episode because I couldn't pick one if I tried. Cale doing I Am an Ocean was amazing. Tara doing Feeling Good and Gracious. Brad doing a really deep cut, like a full-on metal version. Teshawna doing Let's Try This Again When We're Sober. Laura Resnick doing Family Down. And, of course, Peter Lemon doing Red Light was just beautiful. So there's some great ones from that. After that, obviously we needed to do a Christmas show. So our Christmas show was at the end of 2020, and it was our most well-received show we've ever had, and it has the most views of any of them by far. I think we really nailed it, and I think that was after many weeks of experience. We're finally getting really good at this, and everyone put in so much effort into the production. It was amazing. Again, so many highlights. What's this? Teshawna, you make me sound like a queen. You are a queen, girl. You're amazing. So yeah, so many highlights from the Christmas show, but I mean, the one we gotta play for you, the best. This was a lot of help from Dawn behind the scenes, but Tara and I wrote an original Christmas song. It's not our first original Christmas song, it's our second, but it's all about being in quarantine at Christmas time. Dawn came up with a really neat concept for the video, and we had a lot of fun talking back and forth and working on this one. And Dawn had a full-on spreadsheet with every shot planned out, and he said, okay, Matty, you got to go around town and get shots of restaurants that are closed, and we're going to do that here in Berlin. And it was amazing, and he put the whole thing together. It's more of a music video than a live performance, but definitely a highlight. This is On This Quarantine Christmas, a highlight from our Christmas show. Oh. What's that sound? I think I hear angels.
Last year everything was fine. Shopping for presents was on my mind. Parties with friends was so divine. There was like 25 people in this flat of mine last Christmas.
Now in 2020, everything changed. Social gatherings were rearranged. We quickly learned how to entertain, using virtual tools to ease our pain.
Even though the ground is white and my Christmas tree is bright with light, I can see you now and any night if the Wi-Fi's holding tight on this quarantine Christmas. Our favorite bars and clubs are closed. Restaurants are just takeout zones.
It's no fun to get drunk on your own. I've had so many dance parties all alone.
Even though the ground is white and my Christmas tree is bright with lights, this Christmas it's just you and me. We'll celebrate it virtually on this quarantine Christmas.
This is a public service announcement. Please wear a mask at all times on public transit. Make sure you cover your mouth and your nose to avoid a possible fine. In public, please be approximately 2 meters away from the people around you. Always wear a mask while in retail spaces and make use of available hand sanitizer. Please do not yell at frontline workers when they ask you to wear a mask. Be aware you are probably being recorded by someone and you will end up being publicly shamed on the internet. We're talking about you, Karen. This has been a public service announcement.
This year we'll do Christmas differently. We can unwrap gifts under the Christmas tree. As long as you stay 2 meters away from me, still I love you endlessly.
So if you can't be in the same room, we can always celebrate over Zoom with some eggnog and this new tune, because 2020 will be over soon.
Even though the ground is white and my Christmas tree is bright with lights, you'll be in my heart tonight till we kiss between our N95s on this quarantine Christmas. On this quarantine Christmas. On this quarantine Christmas. On this quarantine Christmas. On this quarantine Christmas.
Happy holidays, everybody. Mwah. 2020.
Fuck 2020. That was an amazing ending. That was an amazing song. Great job. Oh, how do I stop it? There we go. Yeah, thank you, Tara. Thank you, Don. That was a really, really fun one. So we did our Christmas show. We even did a New Year's Eve show on Unicorns Live with Tara and Cale. That was amazing. And then after that, we decided to start preparing something for Valentine's Day 2021. So Our most recent episode and our final in the first year was our Valentine's Day episode, which actually aired the day after Valentine's Day. Charles Emery, who was involved in lots of the shows, had an idea that it should be a anti-Valentine's Day love day. And Tara and Dawn were always saying how this pandemic is either forcing the couples together or tearing them apart. So I couldn't decide which one to do. So we did a little bit of everything. We did songs of lust. We did songs of connection, songs of love. It was a fun show. I did pick a highlight from this one, even though there were so many good ones. But one thing I think I should mention now is that we had over 40 different guests through this year of shows. And today I felt kind of like pretty proud looking back on the last year and all the music we've done together and all the amazing musicians that have been involved. And tonight, this is just kind of on the fly, have a little fun, have a chat, and show you some of my favorite highlights. But there really are so many more. So if you haven't watched, or even if you have, go back and check them out. These episodes are all up for you to watch. We will do another one at some point eventually, probably for Pride or something like that. Tara has some great ideas. Cale does. We will get back to it. In the meantime, I've been enjoying doing the More Keys on Unicorns Live. And Tara and I are working on a fun little musical project on the side. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to get back into the bars and perform live for you again soon. But for now, I want to finish with my favorite highlight from the Valentine's Day episode, which is my friend Matt Katz from Portland. Him and I did a Tori Amos song on the Valentine's Day episode. And the funny thing is, not only is it a deep cut in the Tori Amos catalog, it's not one of her more well-liked songs. Actually, it has a pretty bad reputation, and it's certainly not my favorite. But Matt Katz was like, you know, people aren't hearing this song properly. Like, we can take it to the next level. So he totally broke it down, rearranged it, and we did something really cool with it, I think. It's called the Chocolate Song. So I'm going to play this one, then we're going to wrap it up. But there is time for one request. So if anybody has something from the series that they want to see, have a little reminisce, I'm happy to play it at the end. So please put it in the comments. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching with me. This has been a fun afternoon. And here is the Chocolate Song, Matt Katz.
I don't have to like the things you say sometimes, then I don't like the things I say. Where vowels and consonants are weaponry, we vow to love eternally.
Thank you so much, Matt Katz, and thanks to all of you for watching. It's been fun to look back on a year of making music from home, and I really want to thank all of you who were involved in doing this with me. It's been great. Like, so many talented musicians. We learned some new things. We had some fun, and we're gonna do more. In the meantime, next Monday, the 29th, oh, there it is. More Keys with Matty P with Tara C. Taylor on Unicorns Live. So please do make sure you come check this out. If you want to know how to get on Unicorns Live, you can talk to me. We can, we'll make it happen. It's really wonderful. And Dawn says so many songs. Cale says so many editing. This is very true. So yeah, next Monday with Tara C. Taylor on Unicorns Live. Come check it out. In the meantime, thank you for a fabulous year of World is Watching. I didn't get any specific requests, so I'm going to pick one more to go out on. And I think it's going to be... Oh, maybe it's not going to be anything. We'll see. Oh, here we go. I liked... Actually, we're just going to leave it at that. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great night, and we will look forward to seeing you all soon. Good night.